I think that you can take it both ways. It depends what it is that you want to do. I definitely took it in the more like took the philosophical approach, but I mean, they give you the resources to like have more uh like not necessarily like in terms of classes, but they give you the information that you need if you were, for example, wanting to like uh pass your license in the like next year. And they do prep you for like uh that world. And
Aside from that, I mean, the license is one thing, but I'm talking about
right.
professional practice as well,
Yeah.
as well
Yeah,
as
yeah.
other skills that are transferable more easily to other professions.
Right. I think that that really came like at the very end of the studies, so like fourth and fifth year.
Yeah.
Um, and I think you can take them like to different like grades of seriousness. I think the standards of what they're asking is not necessarily as as much as you would hope for. Meaning that, I guess before coming to architectural school, I really thought that when coming out, I would be able to like, build a building from scratch and completely understand every step of the way, uh, and being aware of like all these things. But the thing is that all of that, which encompasses the construction of a building, is the amount of knowledge that you need is so broad and so large and so specific to each case that you kind of come out with like a general understanding of all of these notions, but you don't necessarily uh you know f- feel very like super confident about or as confident as you would have hoped to be when like starting the whole undergraduate experience. um but I think that's maybe kind of the same. I guess it's not the same as like in Europe. Like I did a semester abroad in Barcelona, and we were in this university um, called La Salle, and I think a lot of the students uh, went through like a 8 to 10 year long uh, I don't know what it's called, but by the end of it, you're an architect, and like from what I had seen, uh, in terms of what they were producing, it clearly seemed like they had more technical knowledge than we did at USC, and it was a little, yeah, um, it was a little scary.
Was that combining an internship with academic work as well?
Well, they definitely do that in Europe in general, but even in terms of their classes, like there was definitely more like pro prac uh, courses, and yeah.
It's a little easier in Europe to become an architect in terms of licensure requirements. So maybe that's
Mhm.
part of why. But
But yeah, I mean, it wasn't even like the test itself, but
it was the knowledge of the field.
yeah, the attitude they had, towards design in general wasn't as open in terms of uh, design and like just creation and personal involvement within that whole thing. But yeah, like it was just super technical and kind of raw.